know that.
You didn't know what?
That he was having an affair.
Okay.
When did you find that out? Right now?
Right now.
If somebody dies, you look at the husband, the boyfriend, if it's a girl, if it's a guy, you look at his wife and any kind of lovers he had.
In September 2023, police in the Chicago suburb of Romeoville responded to a routine welfare check, only to discover a gruesome crime scene that would send shockwaves through the community. The officers arrived at a residence on Concord Avenue after a concerned relative reported being unable to reach the family. Inside the home, authorities found 4 victims: 38-year-old Alberto Rolon, 32-year-old Zoraida Bartolome, and their 2 children, 10-year-old Adriel and 7-year-old Diego. Adding to the horror, 3 family dogs were also found killed. The initial investigation suggested a possible murder-suicide, but as detectives delved deeper, they uncovered a far more sinister story.
Hello. Hi, Ermelinda. My name is Detective Garcia.
Hello.
From the Romeo Police Department. This is Detective Wagner.
Hello.
I know you know what's going on and why you were here. Okay? I know you were talking on the phone with your husband right now.
Husband
Okay.
or boyfriend?
It's just a boyfriend.
Okay. Does he live here with you? How long have you guys been together?
2015.
Okay. We're investigating a murder. Okay?
Who murdered someone?
So, we have in our possession some phones, okay? And in those phones, we're doing what it's called a phone dump. So what happens is if anybody's talking on a text app that you can download, for example, Text Now, we can retrieve those messages.
Okay.
We have retrieved those messages, all right? We've read them. They're pretty clear that somebody's pretty upset at the victim, okay? Is there any way that these text messages are going to come back to you? Or your name or your phone or anything associated with that? Okay.
So we'd like to speak with you without him present. Are you okay with that?
Sure, do you want me to walk away?
Wherever you're comfortable.
Wherever you're comfortable, right?
Well, the dogs are all around, so...
Oh yeah, but we're out front or in the house in the backyard, right? I'm not saying go in the house, but we can talk with you out over here. If you're okay with that, we can go over by my car if you'd like.
Let me get my jacket.
Okay.
Sure.
Thank you.
Ermelinda Palomo, who lives in Streamwood, Illinois, with her fiancé, Nathaniel Huey Jr., found herself at the center of a police inquiry on September 18, 2023. Romeoville authorities were seeking answers about Nathaniel, hoping to learn more about his movements and any possible ties to the case. As they questioned Ermelinda, they were determined to uncover critical information that could push the investigation forward.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you can have a seat in the front, passenger.
It's all mine.
I don't want him to come out. Ermelinda, do you mind if we drive down the street? If he comes out, he's probably going to tell you to go back inside. Are you going to do that, or what do you want to do?
Well, you guys obviously have me. You can't really say much, right?
Well, it's what we want to talk to you alone, separate from him. That's what we're trying to
make sure that you're safe.
As the officers continued questioning Ermelinda Palomo, they asked about her relationship with Nathaniel Huey Jr. She revealed that she had known him since 2015. When pressed about whether she was afraid of him, she initially denied being scared, but admitted she was frightened in the current moment. She explained that when she called Nathaniel earlier, he sounded paranoid, claiming someone was following him. She overheard him on the phone questioning someone, asking why they were following him and whether they wanted to search his car. During that exchange, Ermelinda recalled hearing another person tell Nathaniel that there were messages from him, revealing that her husband had discovered an affair. Shocked, she admitted she had no prior knowledge of Nathaniel's infidelity and was only learning about it at that moment. When officers asked about his past affairs, she acknowledged that this was not the first time. She recalled that early in their relationship, between 2015 and 2017, he had been unfaithful. However, after the birth of his son, he had promised to stop cheating. and she had chosen to believe him, though she wasn't entirely sure if he had truly remained faithful. She then recounted an incident from 2019 when she had hosted a party at her house. That night, after she fell asleep, Nathaniel claimed that someone had kissed him. He insisted it was nothing, brushing it off as a drunken mistake. The officers, knowing she had insight into his behavior, reminded her that she knew him better than they did, hinting at the possibility that she might have sensed more than she was admitting.
Since probably 2015.
Okay. Why are you scared of him?
Oh, I'm not scared. Well,
Okay. Why are you scared right now?
because when I called him, because I was scared, I didn't know where he was.
Okay.
He said, someone's following me.
Okay.
So I called. And then I heard him say, why are you following me? Do you want to search the car? And then someone said to him, there are messages from you, and it's because her husband found out you were having an affair. And I didn't know that
You didn't know what?
he was having an affair.
Okay.
When did you find that out? Right now?
But no.
Okay. When's the last time that he had an affair? Because I know this is not the first time.
No, it's not.
Okay. When's the last time you knew he had an affair?
When we first started dating.
2015?
2015 to maybe 17. You know what? His son was born and he said, I'm not having any more affairs. I'm not cheating on you.
Okay.
Stupidly.
Okay.
Do I know if he stopped? No, I don't know.
Okay, so the last time you
Well, hold
knew?
on.
Okay.
So then I had a party at my house. And I fell asleep, and apparently he said someone kissed him, and that was so I don't know, maybe it was 2019.
Okay.
And he said, no, she kissed me, and that was it. Come on.
As officers approached the residence, they immediately noticed signs of disarray. A television was knocked over, and a coffee table was overturned inside the home. Concerned by what they saw, officers requested additional units to assist with the situation. As they moved around the property, they peered through windows, attempting to gather more information. They noted that most of the lights inside were off, except for a faint glow coming from the back of the house. Officers kept a close watch on the garage and attempted to find an accessible entry point. When they inspected one of the windows, they made a disturbing discovery: 2 dead dogs lying inside the home. This alarming sight prompted them to call for additional backup. With mounting concerns, officers prepared to make entry. They discussed their approach, considering the use of a rifle and a protective shield to ensure their safety. The eerie silence inside the home, combined with the unsettling clues outside, suggested that something was terribly wrong. Bracing themselves for what they might find, they prepared to enter through the back door, knowing they were about to uncover a horrifying scene.
Hey, I got a TV knocked over and a coffee table knocked over. Romeo 367. Can we get another unit to Camden, please? Everything's 10-4. Hey.
10-4, 379 Romeo.
Get on the phone with the 17 and call and figure out more information on this call. Go on that side, there's a gate over there.
He's going to the car to get the number.
You see the TV in the, Hey, hold on, wait. You look in this window?
As officers entered the home, they made a heartbreaking discovery. Inside, they found Zoraida Bartolome, her husband Alberto Roland, their 2 young sons, and the family's dogs, all deceased. The gruesome scene painted a horrifying picture of what had taken place. At first glance, crime scene photos suggested that the tragedy may have been the result of a robbery gone wrong. The disarray in the home, including overturned furniture, initially pointed investigators in that direction. However, as detectives began analyzing the victims' phones, they uncovered a shocking and deceitful twist that changed the course of the investigation. What seemed like a home invasion quickly took on a far more complex and sinister dimension. This new evidence led police to Hermelinda Palomo, someone they believed could provide critical information about the case. Now, investigators needed answers, and Hermelinda's connection to the events would soon come under scrutiny.
No, you're behind me, okay?
Left there's a second dead dog.
You stay in the back of the stack. You watch our 6 as we move through the house, okay? Corey, come up here, cover this door, this window. This lights is dead.
Here, watch you.
No, I got one.
Check the door.
Here, cover the window. What do you see, Corey? Boom, move up.
399, I'm 23.
How many dead dogs you got?
We got one dead dog right here. We got a second dead dog over to the left.
All right, watch out. Watch out.
Hey, why don't you check the door handle first?
Stand by.
Police reports revealed that Nathaniel Huey Jr. had been having an affair with Zoraida Bartolome. However, the reports also uncovered another critical detail. Hermelinda Palomo was aware of the affair. Despite this, when questioned by investigators, Hermelinda insisted that she had only learned about it that same day. Her conflicting statements raised suspicion, prompting detectives to dig deeper into her involvement and what else she might know about the events leading up to the murders.
Do you know any of the names of the affairs that he's had in the past? Any of the female names?
He was with his. I don't know names. I know that they said one time to me that he's probably with a lot of people.
Okay.
But he had recently said, I haven't been with a lot of people. I don't know.
Do you trust him?
I obviously can't trust him now, can I?
But you said you believe he's had multiple or many affairs while you two have been together?
I was hoping that they were done because I was hoping to trust.
When you find out about him, like what happens? You guys get into arguments? Do you talk to the women that he's having affairs with?
No, for what?
I don't know.
No.
Leave your man alone kind of thing?
No, I'm too old for that. I'm 50 years old. There's no reason for me to, no. And quite honestly, it's not the female's fault. It's his fault.
Right.
So, no.
I mean, obviously you get upset over it.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to hold it back right now. But like I said, I thought we went through years. I mean, yeah, I had said he was doing security, and I had said to him, are you cheating on me? And he said, no, you know what? They flirt with me, but I don't fall into that.
What kind of security does he do?
Like at clubs.
Like a bouncer?
Yeah.
Is it armed security?
No, I don't think he can carry arms there.
Okay. Does he own guns?
No.
No. Has he ever been known to have guns?
Mm-mm. He has that, give me a second, please.
Mm-hmm.
He goes to Milwaukee, Bristol, and it's not paint, it's airsoft.
He plays it, he does airsoft stuff?
Yeah, he does airsoft. He's in a team. I'm sorry now.
Okay.
Do you guys have water?
I don't. This is a sealed drink.
I'm not taking that from you. I'm
No,
sorry.
sure, okay.
Yeah, because that's a big thing.
Well, if you don't want to drink all the thing, obviously you can drink. We'll throw it out when you're done.
Yeah.
And airsoft gun.
okay.
He has an airsoft gun. That's it.
How sure are you that he doesn't have a gun?
I'm actually very positive.
Okay.
You've never ever seen him with a gun?
Well, we go to the range and we'll shoot.
So he has a FOID card?
No, he does not.
So how does he shoot?
I have a FOID card.
Okay.
That's
Do you own any guns?
Yes.
The affair between Nathaniel Huey Jr. and Zoraida Bartolome had sparked deep jealousy in Hermelinda Palomo, but no one could have foreseen the chilling events that would follow. In a shocking and unimaginable twist, investigators uncovered that Hermelinda had orchestrated an elaborate catfishing scheme. Posing as a cartel leader, she manipulated her fiancé into believing that Zoraida was a serious threat to his life. Using fake online personas, Hermelinda crafted a convincing narrative, leading Nathaniel to believe that Zoraida was working with dangerous criminals and conspiring against him. This deception fueled his paranoia, setting the stage for a tragic outcome. As Romeoville police continued their investigation, it didn't take long for them to track down Nathaniel Huey J. On September 18, 2023, just one day after the gruesome discovery of the slain family, officers located him at his workplace, ready to question him about the brutal murders.
So we were talking with the bosses, and they said, well, we already went through phones. They already got one half of the conversation. And you said you talked to her on your phone, right? Yeah. Okay. So what we'd like, or what we're asking for, is consent to get the text messages off your phone between you and her, or Snapchat or whatever it is between you, so we have both sides of it. We're trying to eliminate you as a suspect, but
it's on the computer, right? You can get it on the computer.
No, we have to take the phone, we plug it in, we take it out, and then we give your phone back.
Oh, I didn't have anything in there.
That's even better.
I tell you.
No, I believe you, but, well, yeah, I mean, just let me see it. But, I mean, I believe you, it's just the problem is that
this is all I had right there from her. I didn't have anything back.
Oh, this from this morning?
Yeah. Everything else, so you had to grab it from the computer.
Well, I mean, it'll be on there. It'll be on your phone. You can't. Still in the thing. In the catch.
When you delete stuff, it's never actually.
So let's just say you have like a 64 gig phone. You use about 58 of it. The rest is the catch. It stays in the catch. And why I asked is the bosses called right away. They were like, well, they're like, we'd like to see if we can get the stuff, from your end back that way, and see if maybe your husband got wind of it and pulled it off or something. So we was going to take a look. I mean, on our side of it, we can get a search warrant, to go through the phone, and it's take a little longer. But on the fastest way would be consent, pull it off, and give your phone back. Than it would be to, and again, I explained to you earlier, I'm trying to eliminate you.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a deceased girl, and her last fling or boyfriend or whatever is you, and I'm sure that if you're an outsider looking in, who's your suspect? I mean, and so I'd like to eliminate that. I'd like to say, well, no, we looked through stuff. He didn't have nothing to do with it. We're done with it.
I guess I'd rather you guys just go on the computer.
I agree with you, but again, there's it would take us a couple hours to pull information off the phone that could eliminate you as a suspect, like right from the start. It's up to you.
It feels like you're pretty suspecting of me.
Nathaniel Huey Jr. and Zoraida Bartolome carried out their affair in secret, meeting discreetly in hotel rooms and keeping their relationship hidden from those around them. As their connection grew, so did the secrecy surrounding it. However, Nathaniel was no stranger to trouble. By the time he met Zoraida, he already had a lengthy criminal history. His past was filled with red flags, painting a troubling picture of a man with a dangerous background, one that would soon play a pivotal role in the tragic events that unfolded.
I mean, I'm not joking with you. Anytime somebody dies, you look at the husband, the boyfriend, if it's a girl, if it's a guy, you look at his wife and any kind of lovers he had, and that's what we look at. We start there. And then this person was at work, so we eliminate that. Or this person was, we went through the phone. There's nothing between those two, no threats, you're telling us there's no threats, but I can't go to, to our bosses. I can't go to a state attorney and say, no, I verified it. There's no threats. I have to, if I can verify and say, no, I went through his phone. There's no threats. They seemed to be good together. There was no threats. There was no animosity between the two of them. There was no fighting. There was none of that stuff. Eliminate it.
Just go on the computer, Chief, because I don't want to give up my phone. You know what I'm saying?
I understand. I'm just telling you,
I completely understand what you're saying, and I'm not even trying to give you guys a hard time, but like taking my phone and all that, and you already told me like you can get it from.
We can get her side of it. I can't get your side. That's the problem. So I can get her side of it. If where she's got her phone, I can get that side of it.
How about this? How about I come see you guys later today after work or something like that? Because I got other in there that I don't necessarily want you to be like looking at. You know what I'm saying?
I understand. But again,
I promise you, I don't care what you look at.
No. It's not like free like that or anything like that.
Well, I'm saying even if we, yeah. I mean, if you. Again, I'm asking for consent. The consent means that we plug it right in, we dump it because you've told us it's okay. Without that, then we have to get a search warrant. If we get a search warrant, then we have to type that up, and it's going to take longer.
I can bring it down to you guys, and you can dump it all you want to. We're cool with that.
We'll be there. The address is on the card.
Well, let me step out.
Right after work.
Yeah, that's we'll have to do that. Yeah, but I mean, you do understand how that kind of defeats the purpose, though. Like we're looking for like Snapchat stuff, and then you delete Snapchat stuff. It's going to kind of look like you're guilty. You know what I'm saying?
After weeks of intense investigation, police identified a suspect with known ties to both the victims and an underground network of criminals. The suspect, whose identity was initially withheld, had allegedly posed as an acquaintance online to gain access to the family's trust. Law enforcement executed an arrest warrant and took the individual into custody, charging them with multiple counts of first-degree murder, conspiracy to commit murder, and animal cruelty. The suspect's ties to organized crime became a focal point in the prosecution's case as authorities worked to uncover the full extent of the plot. The suspect faced several charges, including 4 counts of first-degree murder, felony conspiracy, and additional charges related to the killing of the family's pets. Prosecutors emphasized the calculated nature of the crime, arguing that the suspect had meticulously planned the attack. The case sent a chilling message about the dangers of online deception and the reach of organized crime into suburban communities. As the trial progressed, the victim's family and the community sought justice for the innocent lives lost in a crime that defied comprehension. The Romeoville family murders stand as a tragic reminder of the darkness that can lurk behind seemingly normal lives.